Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about single electron transistor. So single electron transistors, commonly known as SET, they are three terminal switching devices just like MOSFETs, conventional MOSFETs, which can transfer electrons from source to drain one by one. Please note it, one electron at a time from source to drain. So the basic working principle of single electron transistor is single electron tunneling phenomena, also known as Coulomb blockade effect. So what is Coulomb charging effect or Coulomb blockade effect? This is explained in module 5. Please refer that like this. Anyway, I will explain the concept again. Here consider a quantum dot. Quantum dot means that a material, that semiconductor sheet, will be within the 100 nanometer in all the axes, all the 3D axis. So here there is a quantum dot, and at the left and right side of the quantum dot there will be barrier, potential barrier. So in order to allow the transport of electrons to or from the reservoirs, that is through the barrier will have to be sufficiently thin so that the electrons can cross the barrier through the tunneling effect. You know the tunneling effect, right? Then suppose we wish to change the number of electrons in the quantum dot by adding just one electron, just a single electron, which will have to tunnel from the left side of the quantum dot into the island. For this to happen, we will have to provide the potential energy to the electron, to the moving electron, by means of a voltage source. That means you need to provide external voltage for the tunneling effect. If the charge in the quantum dot is capital Q and its capacitance is capital C, the potential energy will be Q square by 2C. Therefore, an energy of at least Q square by 2C, that is E square by 2C, will have to be provided to these electrons, which means that for the electron to enter the dot, the voltage will have to be raised to at least E by 2C. Please note it. The potential energy of the quantum dot is Q square by 2C, and you need to apply a voltage of at least E by 2C for the tunneling effect. And suppose if the quantum dot has to be inserted with n number of electrons, the potential energy will be then nq the whole square by 2c, where n is the number of electrons to be inserted. If for the movement of a single electron, then n will be 1, and the potential energy will be q square by 2c. Suppose you want to push 2 electrons, then the required potential energy will be, here n is 2, so the required potential energy will be 4q square by 2c. There is huge difference. So if the applied voltage is fixed, that is E by 2c, you can move only one electron at a time. This is the basic working principle of single electron transistors. So this is the basic structure of SET. The schematic structure of SET is same as that of MOSFET, conventional MOSFETs. There is source, drain and gate, and SETs have tunneling junctions, that is the potential barriers, in place of the PN junctions of MOSFET, classical MOSFETs, and a quantum dot in place of the channel region of the MOSFET. So here the movement of electrons will be from source to drain through this quantum dot. Now I will explain the basic operation of single electron transistors. We know that the quantum dot is collecting electrons, collecting single electron at a time if you apply a constant external voltage. So as the size of the quantum dot decreases, the charging energy of a single excess charge on the quantum dot increases. That means the quantum dot will act as a capacitor here because it is collecting electrons, it is collecting charge. If the quantum dot size is sufficiently small and the charging energy is much greater than the thermal energy, we know that the thermal energy is nothing but K into T, K suffix B into capital T, where T is the temperature. At this condition, that means the charging energy is greater than the thermal energy, no electron can move, no electron tunnel to and from the quantum dot. The charging effect, which blocks the injection or ejection of a single charge into or from a quantum dot, is called the Coulomb charging effect or Coulomb blockade effect. So in order to observe the single electron tunneling effect or Coulomb blockade effect, there are two necessary conditions. The first one is the charging energy. The charging energy, we know that it is Q square by 2C or E square by 2C. That should be greater than the thermal energy. The thermal energy is K suffix B into T, where the C is the capacitance of the quantum dot. Then the second condition is the tunneling resistance, that is R suffix T, commonly represented as R suffix T, of the barrier of the tunneling junction, that should be larger than the quantum resistance, that is H divided by E square. That is the tunneling resistance R suffix T should be much greater than H divided by E square, where H divided by E square is the quantum resistance. So this is the IV characteristics of a quantum dot with Coulomb blockade effect. This is already explained in module 5. Please refer previous lectures. And here check the drain current, IDS. Here the current is increasing, then decreasing, then again increasing, decreasing with respect to the gate voltage. So what is the role of gate here? I will explain it shortly. Anyway, at a time one electron will move from source to drain through the quantum dot. So the current is the movement of charge, the movement of electrons. When one electron is entering into the quantum dot, then the current is increasing. That means there is movement of electron. Then the electron will move towards the drain from the quantum dot. So after that the current is decreasing. After the successful emission of electron, again one electron can move to the quantum dot from the source. That means again current is increasing. After the emission of electron it is decreasing, then again increasing, then decreasing, so on. Now I will explain about the states, two states in SET. So the first state is blocking state. So look into the figure. There is no accessible energy levels in the quantum dot right now. That is for the electron coming from the source contact. There is no available energy level in the quantum dot. There is all the energy levels on the quantum dot, that is with lower energy levels, are already occupied. The available energy is much higher than the expected energy levels. So there will not be any tunneling effect. This state is called the blocking state. Then what is the role of a gate here? That is a second state. Consider you are applying a positive voltage to the gate terminal. Then the energy levels of the quantum dot are lowered and the electron, please check the figure, the electron can tunnel onto the quantum dot and they are occupying a precisely vacant energy level in the quantum dot. From the quantum dot, it can tunnel onto the drain electrode, where it can reach the Fermi level or to the available energy level. Now we can check the advantages and disadvantages of SET. First, as for the advantages, the SETs have the properties of low power consumption and good scalability. There is a less power dissipation and smaller in size. These are the reasons why the SETs are promising as future LSA elements. On the other hand, as for the disadvantages, the operations of SET circuits are generally limited to low temperature, very low temperature. This is a negative aspect of the good scalability. In order to operate SET circuits at room temperature, the size of the quantum dot must be much smaller than 10 nanometer. Then another problem is with the present technology, the fabricating structure smaller than 10 nanometer is very difficult.